I can parallel park my Cadillac and stilettos with a baby on each hip, sipping my Starbucks and managing 2 companies all at the same time. I am an American woman. Need I say more? Pop the Glam-pagne.
Pop the Glam-pagne. It's time for the Julie Tussey Show live guest current event scathing expose. The original Suburban Bombshell, the big blonde baby, giving you the fastest, funniest, most informative 30 minutes of your life. And now, here's Julie Tussey.
She's a big blonde baby, big blonde baby, with eyes as big as you've ever seen in a red hot lipstick. 1, 2, 3, 4. She makes you want to kiss her.
Thank you so much. I am so privileged to be here with you on the Julie Tussey Show. I love doing the podcast. My whole goal in life is to help you have a better life and maybe to learn some of the things that I might have learned the hard way, save you a few scrapes and bruises. We've been talking about how to lose more weight on the Julie Tussey Show. I had a little trouble losing weight for the last 4 years, and I have found 3 steps that have totally, completely changed my life. We've talked about in episode 47, part 1, which was the lose more weight by increasing your protein. Then we talked in episode 48 about part 2, which was lose more weight by cutting sugar. Today, we're going to talk about lose more weight by intermittent fasting. I'm Julie Tussey, smart enough to be a blonde.
Health and beauty are synonymous, and when you find a place that can help you accomplish those 2 things in your life, you have really found a treasure. The skincare experts at Beautiful You Medical Spa are waiting to help enhance your natural beauty. You have got to go and enjoy their relaxing, full-service medical spa and friendly staff. Book your first facial today for only $45 when you tell them that Julie sent you. Beautiful You Medical Spa, because everyone deserves to look and feel more beautiful.
There's nothing more powerful than love and acceptance. Find it in abundance here on the Julie Tussey Show.
The skincare experts at Beautiful You Medical Spa are waiting to help enhance your natural beauty. Enjoy their relaxing, full-service medical spa and friendly staff. Book your first facial today for only $45 when you tell them Julie sent you. Beautiful You Med Spa, because everyone deserves to look and feel more beautiful. An official sponsor of the Julie Tussey Show. I can parallel park my Cadillac and stilettos with a baby on each hip, sipping my Starbucks and managing 2 companies all at the same time. I am an American woman. Need I say more? Pop the Glam-pagne.
We're launching the Sugar-Free Summer Challenge on the Julie Tussey Show, and we challenge you to join us.
Sugar-free summer, sugar-free summer, sugar-free summer challenge.
And we're back on the Julie Tussey Show talking to you today about a 3-part series, and this is the 3rd part. Woo woo! This is the 3rd part of how I finally was able to find some keys to help me lose weight. I had done a lot of Weight Watchers over the last 4 years, a lot of exercise over the last 4 years, and I have lost the same 10 pounds, it feels like 1,000 times, but probably several times where I would go down 10, maybe 14 pounds, then I would plateau and regain that weight. And it has been so frustrating because I have been so disciplined when I am trying to lose weight. I really apply diligence, and it's been frustrating to me. So I've been talking with Heather Robertson of halfsizeme.com. I always talk about her because she's just got it going on. She lost 170 pounds 5.5 years ago and has kept it off. She is just down to earth. The things that she shares in her podcast, you need to look her up. The things that she shares in her podcast are so, so relatable, so real, so actually applicable to our lives. And so she kind of took a look at my diet, and I even gave her one where I was like on a Frito thing, even though I would count my calories. I was having Fritos every day. She calls those fun foods. But she looked at my diet and she made some suggestions. And 2 of the suggestions that she made was increasing my protein and cutting sugar. And oh my gosh, talk about a difference in my life. Now, the cutting sugar thing, that was pretty tough. I have to admit that is tough. But I have already gone basically gluten-free, or I would say truly wheat-free. And today is my 1-year anniversary of being wheat-free. So yay. Feeling better. If you want to know about that, you can hear that on the other 2 podcasts, but it was simply because I was getting asthma symptoms from ingesting wheat, and cutting it out just helped that. So I needed help so I could exercise more and go up and down the stairs, right? So anyway, that was the 2 things. And the cutting the sugar was pretty tough, but because I've already been cutting out gluten, it's already helped me eliminate, donuts and cookies and cakes and that kind of thing. And so when I took it to the sugar-free step, the first week I thought I was just going to die. It was just terrible. It was terrible. But now it's been a little over a month and I've been basically sugar-free. I'm not super, super stringent with it, but I am pretty strict. Most of the time I might just eat a bite of sugar here or there, but I have found I did actually fall off of that plan after a while, during a big event that we had, and we had this most glorious cake in the house that ever was on earth, and it had the best frosting. And you know how it is. You get PMSC and you get all of that, and I'm sure the guys don't relate to this as much as you gals, but I just started taking little bites of the frosting. Well, guess what? When you cut sugar out of your diet and then you go back on like a little sugar binge, not only do you not feel well, it's like unleashing the beast. And the cravings are real, baby. The cravings are real. It's just like opening a floodgate for all these cravings, and your body can be fully satiated with healthy food, but you'll crave carbs, you'll crave sugar, you'll crave carbs, you'll crave sugar. It was insane. So it's taken me a week to get back off of that. And I'm finally there. I only had like a little teeny, I don't even know if I had any sugar at all yesterday. So I've been weaning back down, and it is doable. But, those 2 things definitely will help you to reduce your calories and lose weight. And I do use MyFitnessPal, and I'm on there. I think it's JC Tussey if you want to find me. I leave my diary open so you can see the good, the bad, and the ugly. It can be a little crazy sometimes in my life, being a professional singer, the mother of 2 sets of twins, helping run a construction company, keeping the music going and working on the podcast. It can be a crazy life for me, but you know what? I'm doing it, and I'm going to do it slow, and I'm going to take my time, and I want you to join me. So today I'm going to talk about the 3rd key that I really believe is like super, super important for me. And I believe it could help you. And it is called intermittent fasting. So we're going to talk about that when we come back. I'm Julie Tussey, smart enough to be a blonde.
Health and beauty are synonymous, and when you find a place that can help you accomplish those 2 things in your life, you have really found a treasure. The skincare experts at Beautiful You Medical Spa are waiting to help enhance your natural beauty. You have got to go and enjoy their relaxing, full-service medical spa and friendly staff. Book your first facial today for only $45 when you tell them that Julie sent you. Beautiful You Medical Spa, because everyone deserves to look and feel more beautiful.
There's nothing more powerful than love and acceptance. Find it in abundance here on the Julie Tussey Show.
The skincare experts at Beautiful You Medical Spa are waiting to help enhance your natural beauty. Enjoy their relaxing, full-service medical spa and friendly staff. Book your first facial today for only $45 when you tell them Julie sent you. Beautiful You Med Spa, because everyone deserves to look and feel more beautiful. An official sponsor of the Julie Tussey Show. I can parallel park my Cadillac and stilettos with a baby on each hip, sipping my Starbucks and managing 2 companies all at the same time. I am an American woman. Need I say more? Pop the Glam-pagne.
We're launching the Sugar-Free Summer Challenge on the Julie Tussey Show, and we challenge you to join us.
Sugar-free summer, sugar-free summer, sugar-free summer challenge.
So you may have heard the commercial on the Julie Tussey Show. We are starting the Julie Tussey Show Sugar-Free Summer Challenge. Oh my goodness, we are going to have a time. That's going to start on June the 21st and run through September the 22nd. And actually the 21st will be our last day in September. So it's a 3-month thing, and it's going to be all summer long. And we have a Facebook page, and it's facebook.com/sugar-free summer. And I'm going to ask you to go join our page and join our challenge. Now, it's not going to be super hard. I'm not going to say read labels and don't eat any sugar at all, but we're just going to cut out the cookies, the cakes, the donuts, the ice cream, the Twinkies, the ho-hos, all of those things. And I'm telling you, you're going to feel better. And when you do that, fruit is going to taste like candy to you. So definitely tell your girlfriends and go find us on Facebook and join our challenge. We're going to have Toscarino in, and she is going to be talking about this with us. She is the New York Times best-selling author of the Eat Clean Diet series, and what a beautiful woman she is. She has got a body on her, and she's in her 50s, and she did not have that always. She actually was overweight and unhealthy, so she's got a good story. And I know when you eat clean, baby, you're not going to be eating a lot of sugar. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to kick off the Sugar-Free Summer Challenge next week on the podcast. But let's get down to intermittent fasting. Well, I did a lot of research on this. I've actually been implementing this into my life on and off for a couple of years, because I stumbled onto it when I found a program called the Venus Factor. And you can look that up and research it. It's a really cool program for women, but they believe that women lose weight differently than men, and I believe that too. There's something in there that is just not right, girlfriend. It is just not right. That these men, they can barely cut back, and all of a sudden they're skinny. I mean, what the heck? What the heck is up with that? Just not fair, right? But in my research, I have found out that part of that is something called leptin, which is affected by intermittent fasting. So let me give you some statistics and some information about this. First of all, I want to say that I am not a doctor or a nutritionist or a medical specialist, but this is what worked for me. And I was telling April, she's my personal assistant, I was telling her yesterday, I want to start doing a disclaimer, and it'll be like, Julie Tussey is not a doctor. She is not a nutritionist. She is not a medical specialist. But this is what worked for her. So see, maybe I could get like a Valley girl to do that too. But this is just what I have found that I love. I love doing this. It's not always the easiest thing in the world, but it is not that hard. It's surprisingly not that hard. If I mix this with Weight Watchers, it has helped. When I've mixed it with these 3 steps, this being the 3rd step, oh my gosh, 5 pounds in 3 weeks after I'm telling you, months of not being able to lose. 2 months of not being able to lose, and basically doing like 1,200 calories a day. So, intermittent fasting is currently one of the world's most popular health and fitness trends. People are using it to lose weight, improve health, and simplify their lifestyles. Many studies show that it can have powerful effects on your body, your brain, and it may even help you to live longer. Now, I got this information from the Authority Nutrition, and this article was written by Chris Gunners. And you can just do a research, and it was called Intermittent Fasting 101, the Ultimate Beginner's Guide. It can give you a lot of really good information. When you have information, it changes your life, right? So, intermittent fasting is very popular right now, and it's because it is so successful. So let's talk about the different kinds of intermittent fasting that we can do. The first one is called the 16-8. The 16-8. Don't do a 6-18. The 16-8. And simply, intermittent fasting simply is a term for an eating pattern that cycles between periods of fasting and eating. So when you think about it the way that I do it, it's going to really make sense. So the 16-8, for example, is you eat dinner and you stop eating at 6 at night. And then at 10 o'clock in the morning, you start eating again. So therefore, you've had a 16-hour fast and you had an 8-hour eating window is what they call it. Some people do 14-10. I basically do 14-10, which means that I fast for 14 hours and I have a 10-hour eating window. I go to bed around 10, 11, and if I stop eating at 6... and I wait until, let's see, I think I start eating about 8 o'clock in the morning. Yep. So I stop eating at 6 and I start eating at 8. That way I'm up at 6 in the morning, so I only have to go a couple hours. I do have a cup of coffee and I do have a little bit of coffee mate in it, and it does not seem to affect the difference of whether it works for me or not. I have read that some people believe if you do 50 calories or less in that morning time, do not kill yourself over this, okay? You got to make it something that you can live. If you can live this, then it will be successful for you. So I do the 14-10 a lot more because around 8 o'clock, I like to go exercise. I can get hypoglycemia pretty easy. And so I do the protein shake that I told you about, which is Premier Protein, and a Chobani 80-calorie plain Greek yogurt mixed together. And I will drink that at around 8 o'clock in the morning. Now, if I'm home in the office and I'm not even hungry, I'll go as long as I can before I eat. But I try to not go too far so I don't binge. I mean, you don't want to go through all this all night long fasting and then get up and blow it by waiting so long that you can't. So plan. You got to plan a little bit. Some people do something that's called the 24 intermittent fasting. And the 24 means that they'll go 20 hours with eating and then have a 4-hour window. I can't go there. I just cannot go there. Now that I'm over 20, I kind of need food for energy. And so that's not one that's for me, but it may be something that you want to do. But you can get online and you can research a lot of this and kind of find what works for you. Now, if you're a nighttime eater, a lot of the 16-8 patterns would be like start eating at 1 in the afternoon and then stop at 9 p.m. So that's a little bit different. And I will tell you that on the weekends, if I have to go out and sing, I can't be on stage until 1 or 2 in the morning singing and have fasted from 6 till whatever. And especially without sugar in my diet, I cannot do it. I did try that once and I almost passed out on the stage. So I'm like running off the stage, grabbing a banana, thank God that I had in my purse, because I totally, completely bottomed out. So sometimes on the weekends, if I'm busy, I won't do the 6 o'clock time. I may do 9 o'clock and then try to go at least 8 hours or 10 hours. And so I make it fit my life. But I will tell you that when I do this, when I get up in the morning, I can literally feel I'm going into a fat burning mode. And the great thing about it is, I don't know about you, but if I got up in the morning and I tried to fast all day long, I would just be killed by the end of the day. I don't think I could function. My brain wouldn't think properly. I would have to, I basically just have to be homebound and not do anything, not do the podcast, not do anything. And that wouldn't work for me. But the cool thing about intermittent fasting is that it happens while you're sleeping, the majority of it. And it does bring on that whole topic of skipping breakfast. I'm sorry, but I do not believe that I have to have breakfast, and I feel like I actually lose weight better if I don't have breakfast. I can go longer. So, I'm still eating my shake, having my shake by 8 or 9 o'clock in the morning. No big deal. If I can go till 11 and make it till lunch, I will. What that does is that helps me to cut down on my calories. So let's talk about a couple other ways that you can do intermittent fasting. I like the every night at 6 p.m. thing. Some people I have friends that just made this change and didn't change anything else, and they lost a lot of weight because it cuts down your calories when you have less of a window to eat in. Like, I'll be working and I look up at the clock and it's 4:30 or 5, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I better go get something to eat because this is it for the day for me. And once your body gets used to it, you're good. You're good. And I will suggest when you're first starting, maybe the first week, if you're like me and you stop about 6 or 7 and you go to bed at 10 or 11, if you are feeling really bad, just have like a quarter cup of a skim milk or something, just a little something to boost your sugar until your body gets used to it. It's really, really awesome. And that, I'm telling you, that's not going to make a big difference. I'm Julie Tussey, smart enough to be a blonde.
Health and beauty are synonymous, and when you find a place that can help you accomplish those two things in your life, you have really found a treasure. The skincare experts at Beautiful You Medical Spa are waiting to help enhance your natural beauty. You have got to go and enjoy their relaxing, full-service medical spa and friendly staff. Book your first facial today for only $45 when you tell them that Julie sent you. Beautiful You Medical Spa, because everyone deserves to look and feel more beautiful.
There's nothing more powerful than love and acceptance. Find it in abundance here on the Julie Tussey Show.
The skincare experts at Beautiful You Medical Spa are waiting to help enhance your natural beauty. Enjoy their relaxing, full-service medical spa and friendly staff. Book your first facial today for only $45 when you tell them Julie sent you. Beautiful You Med Spa, because everyone deserves to look and feel more beautiful. An official sponsor of the Julie Tussey Show. I can parallel park my Cadillac and stilettos with a baby on each hip, sipping my Starbucks and managing 2 companies all at the same time. I am an American woman. Need I say more? Pop the Glam-pagne.
We're launching the Sugar-Free Summer Challenge on the Julie Tussey Show, and we challenge you to join us.
Sugar-free summer, sugar-free summer, sugar-free summer challenge.
So the other 2 kinds of fasting for intermittent fasting are these. One's called Eat, Stop, Eat. That is fasting for a 24-hour period, 1 or 2 days a week. Example, skip your dinner one day and then don't eat again until dinner time the next day. That's not something I can do, but that is something that a lot of people do. The third kind of intermittent fasting is called the 5-2 diet. On 2 non-consecutive days of the week, only eat 500 to 600 calories and then eat normal on the other 5 days. Well, honey, ain't gonna be no normal eating for me. I always have to be on MyFitnessPal watching what I'm eating, because honestly, I end up not eating enough calories most of the time, and that's just as detrimental to your diet as eating too much. Or you end up with too many calories on this kind of thing. So if you're going to do the 5-2, definitely chart your calories. Find out what your maintenance calories are. Find out what those are and reduce it by 500 calories a day. That should give you a nice steady 1 pound a week loss if you do that. And kind of know your numbers. Do some research and educate yourself, baby. We'll be right back. I'm Julie Tussey, smart enough to be a blonde.
Health and beauty are synonymous, and when you find a place that can help you accomplish those two things in your life, you have really found a treasure. The skincare experts at Beautiful You Medical Spa are waiting to help enhance your natural beauty. You have got to go and enjoy their relaxing, full-service medical spa and friendly staff. Book your first facial today for only $45 when you tell them that Julie sent you. Beautiful You Medical Spa, because everyone deserves to look and feel more beautiful.
There's nothing more powerful than love and acceptance. Find it in abundance here on the Julie Tussey Show.
The skincare experts at Beautiful You Medical Spa are waiting to help enhance your natural beauty. Enjoy their relaxing, full-service medical spa and friendly staff. Book your first facial today for only $45 when you tell them Julie sent you. Beautiful You Med Spa, because everyone deserves to look and feel more beautiful. An official sponsor of the Julie Tussey Show. I can parallel park my Cadillac and stilettos with a baby on each hip, sipping my Starbucks and managing two companies all at the same time. I am an American woman. Need I say more? Pop the Glam-pagne.
We're launching the Sugar-Free Summer Challenge on the Julie Tussey Show, and we challenge you to join us.
Sugar-free summer, sugar-free summer, sugar-free summer challenge.
We are talking about intermittent fasting on the Julie Tussey Show today. This is part 3 of a 3-part series of how to lose more weight. Are you tired of the struggle? How I finally lost weight. And these are some keys that have really tremendously helped me. Am I where I want to be? Absolutely not. But I tell Gary all the time, you know, if I did not do all the things that I do, given my family history, I would be a very heavy person, I believe. I really fight to stay where I am, and I'm more than I want to be right now. But everything that you do, it counts. And every year that I get older and I don't gain weight, yay, right? Yay. But I truly believe that I am going to reach my goal, and I am going to get more and more weight off. And I am so inspired by this 3-part series, because this is actually helping me to lose weight. Now, just an off note, I am not in a hurry. I want to be like my goal weight overnight, but it's not going to happen. It is not going to happen. I have things working against me. I have perimenopause working against me, and maybe you do too. I have a busy schedule. I have a stressful life because of our companies and our kids. You know, all of those things add up. So I have come to the realization that it took me a lot of years to put weight on, and it's okay if it takes a year or two to get it off, but at least if I lose it that way, I'm learning as I go how to keep the weight off. So we're going to do another podcast about losing weight, The Maintainer's Way. That is a book that Heather Robertson wrote, and I may see if she'll come on and do the show with me. But there is a way to lose weight with maintenance in mind, because you don't want to get to the end of this thing and not be able to do it. That's why now that I'm older than 33, I will not white knuckle it. I will not starve myself. I will not just hang on till I get to goal, because when you do that and you starve yourself and you're hurting your health, number one. Number two, when you're done, how are you going to keep that weight off? How are you going to keep that weight off if you have not built skill sets and habits and patterns in that you can live? So having the cake and cookies and ice cream is not an everyday thing. It's a once in a while thing that you can have, and you can still maintain your health and stay thin and trim. So, okay, there you go. There's that for you. So we've talked about intermittent fasting and the different kinds that you can do. Now I want to talk about a really cool subject, and I'm just going to hit on it quickly. You can go online and research more about it. But I learned it from the 12-week fat loss system by the Venus Factor. I'd learned about it, and that's a pretty cool program, kind of strict, but it's pretty cool. Got a lot of good information from it. But there is something in your body called leptin. Leptin is a Greek word for the Greek word for leptin is leptos, and it means thin. Leptin puts the brakes on hunger by sending a signal to the brain when your body's energy levels have been met. You can become leptin insensitive and stop hearing the signal in your body. So that's part of why we gain weight as women. It's not a fair thing, but when it comes to leptin, men, their bodies are more sensitive to leptin so that they feel full easier. They know when to stop eating. And all this leptin actually comes from your fat cells and sends signals to your brain. Well, as women, we are just naturally less leptin sensitive. Dagnabbit. But there are ways to increase your leptin sensitivity. Intermittent fasting helps women to regulate leptin better in their body. It makes your body more leptin sensitive, and you lose weight more easily. So balancing the signal of your leptin signal in your body is going to help you lose weight more. And I believe that's why when I get up in the morning, I have that fat burning sensation. I think that it changes your hormones when you do these things. So there are 3 ways to increase your leptin sensitivity. We want it to improve. We want to be sensitive to that signal when our body decides it's had enough. And there are 3 things that we can do. Number 1, you have to get enough sleep. Oh my gosh, I am not good at this. I'm terrible. I try so hard, but with the hormone changes in my body right now with perimenopause, sometimes I sleep and sometimes I don't sleep so well. So I'm working really, really hard. You can look up online the things that you need to do. You know, don't have your TV on, don't have electronics in your room, blah, blah, blah. So there's things that you can do, but I think the number 1 thing to do, the main thing, is through the week, set yourself a bedtime. Get yourself mentally ready. Take a bath in Epsom salts. That's magnesium. You could put the whole bag in there and it will not hurt you because your body will only absorb as much magnesium as it needs. But I put about a half a cup to a cup in my bath. I will go soak, and I'm telling you that helps you sleep so well, and it also helps stop muscle cramps in your legs, you know. So that works really well. So get enough sleep. Try to get 8 hours of sleep a night. The second thing you can do is exercise. Just exercise in moderation. Don't be like the beast at the gym and kill yourself, and you don't have to do tons of heavy weights. I do like resistance training and some aerobic exercise. I think that's really healthy, really balanced. But exercise will increase your leptin sensitivity. And then the third thing, of course, is intermittent fasting. Intermittent fasting kicks up the leptin sensitivity. I love that. And I'm telling you, I have done this in the past and have proven that it works to myself. So this is really, really good information. Okay, so the bottom line, this is what helped me. I was tired of the struggle, and I wanted to share with you how I finally lost weight. So episode 47 on the Julie Tussey Show, you can find it on iTunes. You can find it, oh my gosh, if you Google the Julie Tussey Show, it is everywhere. Makes me happy. So episode 47 was part 1, increasing your protein. Episode 48 was part 2, losing more weight by cutting your sugar. And now today we're doing episode 49, which is part 3, losing more weight by intermittent fasting. Well, I hope this information helps you. I'm telling you, you are valuable. You are precious. You need to take time to take care of yourself, because if you are not healthy and you don't feel good about yourself, you are not going to live up to your full potential. You are not going to live up to your full potential. Wanted to tell you about a few guests we have coming on the Julie Tussey Show. I'm going to be talking with Toscarino in the studio today. I'm so excited. She's awesome. Look her up online. She's amazing. We're going to kick off the Sugar-Free Summer series with Tosca, and it's going to be a really good program. Find us on Facebook at facebook.com/The Julie Tussey Show, and also look us up on facebook.com sugar-free summer and join us. You don't got to kill yourself, and you don't have to be perfect. You do not have to be perfect doing this, but let's just try and have a healthier summer together. WLEX18 Chief Meteorologist Bill Meck's going to come on with us. Oh my gosh, I got to tell you about this woman. Her name is Erin Whitehead, and she has the Brawless podcast, Unhooked and Unleashed, and I'm going to be on her podcast. We'll let you know when that's going to air. But she's going to come in and talk to us, and this woman, she talks so soft and so quiet. She's totally seemingly opposite of me, but she is funny. She is funny, and so she's got a really good podcast that she just launched, and I really like her, so I'm excited that she's going to be coming on. We're talking to Skinny Taste Gina Hamolka. I've got a set of twins coming in from they're from YouTube, and they've got a big old following. One lost 75 pounds and one lost 100. They're really cool. They're going to be coming on. So we're working to get some great people on for you. We are all about giving you great information so you can make great, healthy, and wonderful choices for your life. This is Julie Tussey telling you only get one life. Live it to the fullest. I'm Julie Tussey, teaching you how to pull yourself up by your thigh-high bootstraps.
The skincare experts at Beautiful You Medical Spa are waiting to help enhance your natural beauty. Enjoy their relaxing, full-service medical spa and friendly staff. Book your first facial today for only $45 when you tell them Julie sent you. Beautiful You Med Spa, because everyone deserves to look and feel more beautiful. An official sponsor of the Julie Tussey Show.
When I see you standing across the street, I know you're the man
I can parallel park my Cadillac and stilettos with a baby on each hip, sipping my Starbucks and managing 2 companies all at the same time. I am an American woman. Need I say more? Pop the Glam-pagne. If life is my oyster, darling, pass the hot sauce.
The Lexington Music Award nominated Julie Tussey Band is now available for your events. For excellence, professionalism, and a stellar show, message them today on Facebook.com/The Julie Tussey Band. The Julie Tussey Band, talent, entertainment, and professionalism by Tussey Music and Entertainment.